everybody. This is Marley K. Got a story for you about the glitch with Bank of America yesterday, and the Zelle glitch as well. I want to talk about it because it's really important that everybody understands what is happening with this economic system. The fact that they are meeting this week in Davos, and if you have not had a chance to go to the WEF's website and look at their agenda and their platforms and what's happening, it's all connected. You need to go look and read what is going on, what they're talking about. Some of the stuff you're going to have to read between the lines. But these people are ready to collapse this system. I told you the other day about the rich people laying off folks, the money people, everybody trying to position themselves for the recession that's already in full swing, but for the big thing that's coming. And so I want to talk about this story because it is going to play a role in what is happening. Everything that is happening now is like a test. It's a trial run to see what is going to happen. This isn't the only situation that has happened, but it's significant because it's the Bank of America. I don't know if you remember, Bank of America is one of the banks that was selected to do this trial run with this digital currency, I think it's ESG, but this social credit, whatever, social credit score, digital tracking stuff. And also, this country doesn't have any money. It's just printing money. So whatever you have in the bank, it's not really yours if you don't put it in your hand. And so looking at a screen with numbers or using a card to swipe, you don't have any hard cash or coins or other currency on your person or in your home to use in the event something like this happens, it's going to be really problematic. So I'm going to read the story to you, but please take heed, understand what times we're living in. These people are not playing any games with us. This is not a drill. This story came from Newsweek, and it is on MSNBC. It came out yesterday at 11:20 a.m. Twitter on Wednesday was flooded with complaints from Bank of America customers who reported money disappearing from their accounts and apparent issues with the payment service Zelle. Can you imagine needing to pay your bills or wanting to go get gas or needing to buy groceries, or, you got some service and you were supposed to pay for it and you got money in the bank, but when you go to use your card, it tells you, the transaction won't go through. You go online to look at your account or you call and you don't have any money. Well, that is what happened to people on yesterday. And people were undone in the bank because they called customer service. And I don't know if you know about the customer service drill now. Most of these people are offshore. They are not living in the United States. Especially for some of these large banks like Wells Fargo and Bank of America, they use a lot of third-party Indian customer service companies to handle your accounts. So, if this happens on a massive scale, not only are they going to shut the banks down, they're probably going to limit the amount of money you can get. If you don't have any money in your account, they don't have to let you get anything. And if you think you're going to be able to go into a branch and talk to somebody, they're probably not going to have any branches open, probably close the branch. And if they don't close the branch, nobody's probably going to tell you anything. Everybody's going to just redirect you to customer service like they did yesterday. So this is a drill, and people should pay attention. Some Twitter users said that they had spoken with Bank of America and were told that Zelle was having an outage problem that caused recent transfers to vanish. One account at It's Zach said that work was underway to solve the issue and it should be fixed on Wednesday. Frustration and anger among customers over the reported issue was evident. We need someone with influence to help get a statement from Bank of America and Zelle for all of the missing money from people's accounts. At its Leo tweeted. Some Twitter users also pointed to the issues they were experiencing in the comment section of a Zelle tweet from Tuesday that read, "That feeling when Zelle dollars hits your bank account." And then it's quoted, "That's funny because the exact opposite is happening right now. Maybe you want to tell people." At KRTMD responded to the post. Twitter was not the only place where reports of Bank of America and Zelle issues surged on Wednesday. On Down Detector, which is a good site that you all need to use, and I'll put it in the description, which provides information about the status of websites and services, user outage reports for both sites, or both companies, I guess, spiked on Wednesday morning. Down Detector even pointed to user-reported issues with Bank of America and Zelle on Twitter. So I'm going to continue reading. A notice to Bank of America customers that was shared with Newsweek read, "Zelle transactions made between January 14th and 17th may be delayed in occurring and posting to accounts as requested. Transfers will be completed and will appear in your account activity and balances as soon as possible. We apologize for any delay or inconvenience." And I remember last year when I was reading the bank accounts that I use, everybody updated their terms of agreement and their policies. And one of the things that I noted was that it could now take several days for a deposit to go into your account, where before, you used to be able to, they bragged about, you could have access to your money the same day. You could, take a picture of a check before 5 o'clock and you can have it by 8 o'clock that night. Or you could take a picture of your check at 8 o'clock in the morning and have access to your money after 6 p.m., 7 p.m. the same day. Well, that is no longer happening. And they're going back to the old days. But unfortunately, you don't have like the paper checks, or they don't let you have access to any money prior to the deposit clearing. They just completely put a hold on it. And in part, they do that so they can hold on to it and use, make money off of your money and don't offer you anything. And they do it for, at no cost to them, all the cost to you. So this is going to be an ongoing problem, especially as things get tougher. The other thing is you don't know who's behind this. So they say it's, a problem, a glitch, but it could be a hack. It could be them switching over to a different system, or it just could be a test. We don't know what it is. We don't know why it's occurring. There could be several scenarios. The one thing you should take away is you can't trust anything in this system anymore because it is failing. So with that said, you need to take precautions, prepare. Zelle is among a group of apps and services that has entered the market to enable peer-to-peer to enable digital peer-to-peer payments, comparable to Venmo, Cash App, and Cash App. Zelle has not flown by without complaints or issues in the past. In October, Elizabeth Warren's office released a report based on data provided by banks that said fraud and theft on Zelle was rampant and increasing. The report also said that banks are not repaying the vast majority of cases in which users were fraudulently induced into making payments on Zelle. And banks are not repaying many customers who contest unauthorized Zelle payments. So I don't ever use those things to make payments. I just receive money if I'm doing business or sending money, but I don't set up anything. I don't connect that stuff. I don't even use a lot of those companies because I just don't trust them. A release from Warren's office that highlighted key report findings said that the data provided by the banks revealed that they reimbursed consumers for only 47% of the dollar amount of cases in which customers reported these unauthorized payments on Zelle in 2021 and the first half of 2022. So unlike a bank, which has to give you back your money, they've created these little apps so you can do peer-to-peer transactions, almost like cryptocurrency, because that's at the end of the day what it is. It's like Bitcoin. You eliminate the need for a bank. You could just send money from one person to the next, and even though it's really not eliminating the need for a bank or use of a bank, because this company that transfers this money is the third party, so they get something from it. It's like an invisible bank. But anywho, when you use those companies to send money, you're not guaranteed to get your money back if there's an issue. Say like if there's fraud with your debit card or with your bank account or with a check. So they are really risky, and I don't use them a whole lot. A release from Warren's office that highlighted the key report findings said that I already read that. Zelle's network owner and operator, Early Warning Services LLC, has pushed back on reports of rampant fraud on its service. Tens of millions of consumers safely use Zelle every day, with more than 99.9% of payments sent without any error, without any report of fraud or scams, it said in mid-October. Any external analysis done is incomplete and does not reflect the efforts and data reported by more than the 1,700 financial institutions on the Zelle network. So this is the gist of this, is that if you're using these third-party cryptocurrency, like digital peer-to-peer payment processors, or just a big bank like Bank of America, Wells Fargo, Truist, some of the other big banks, they're all probably going to experience glitches. And we don't know if it's because this war is ramping up. We don't know if it's because it's an inside job, our own people doing it to us, some hackers from some other place. They're just too many variables. So you don't have anything in your hand. You can't control it. So with that said, please make sure you prepare, get you a couple of $100, put it in your home, keep it on you just in case you need to do something and this happens. Also, I recommend, if you're getting paid and you know that you have to pay bills or whatever, you might want to go back to the old way of taking your money out, going and get money orders or doing some other type of transaction so that you don't have to, be without while this is happening, because this is happening frequently where people are not being able to go into the bank and get money, not being able to get customer service, and not being able to access money online because of hacks or glitches. That's what they call them, glitches. So I just wanted to share this story with you, give you a heads up. It's getting ready to be wild in 2023. 2023 is getting ready to be off the chain when it comes to all sorts of things happening to us beyond our control. So while you still have some control and a little bit of power, please put yourself in a position to not be without. With that said, I'm out, people. Don't forget to like the video, share it. Please subscribe to the channel, and make sure that you are prepared. If you have any other suggestions about what people can do to prepare for uncertain times or for the collapse of a state, please leave it in the comment section. I'd appreciate it, especially if you were in the military. It's good intel. All right, I'm out.